Record. Hello, my darlings. Welcome to day 2 of our author roundtable events. I am absolutely thrilled to be hosting this again. Brand new events, never done anything like this before. And yesterday, day 1, if you haven't seen it yet, go get the replay. It was off the charts. And it was really beautiful the way each session just led into each other. So we're really in for a treat. These are bite-sized healing sessions from transformational teachers and healers. 6 of the 22 authors that added their story were kind enough and vulnerable enough and beautiful enough to share their stories in this incredible book. So we had 6 sessions yesterday and we have 6 today. So if you haven't already, for some reason, or you're watching this video and you haven't got the book yet, just go to Amazon and order. The Kindle version at the moment is $2.99. It's cheaper than a cup of coffee. Go and get your copy. It is incredible. These stories, I was sharing yesterday that I'm using this sort of like an oracle. So I'm literally opening it. I'm thinking, what do I need to know right now, to read this morning while I'm having first thing in the morning when I'm having a cup of coffee, cup of tea. I just randomly open it and read through, and every single morning it's given me something to think about as the day goes on, and really I find myself thinking about the stories as I go about my day, and different things happen and they support me and they help me. They are truly incredible stories, and if you've already bought one, go and give one to a friend, gift one to someone that you know, tell them about it, because we're going to stop shouting about it. This is our last day this is the last day of a month of this book launch. So this is the last day that we'll be sort of shouting about this out there. So anyway, there you go. And just by the way, very proud that we've already sold 500 plus copies of the book, and there's a percentage of each of the books. I'm letting people in, by the way, so that's why I look like I'm a bit distracted over here. I'm just letting people in as they come in. But a portion of our royalties are going to the charity Kiva.org, which is an amazing charity. You can go online, you can check out Kiva and all the great work that they do. In particular, I love that they support spiritual entrepreneurs. That's obviously close to my heart. So 500 plus copies. We went in 6 categories. We were number 1, this book, and we became an Amazon bestseller in the category of angels. It's surpassed way over and above all of our expectations for this book. I'm just so proud of every single one of our authors that share their story. So that is it. I'll stop the love fest and we'll get on with the session. So I pulled a card just briefly before we hopped on live, and it was Archangel Raziel. So I'll introduce myself quickly so this doesn't seem odd. My name is Aisling Mooney. I'm the host of these sessions. I'm an angel intuitive, and I'm also a spiritual business mentor and the Lightworkers book coach. And I compiled this book, and I work with other authors who have gone on to create their actual book in our Ignite program. So we have the Phoenix Rising program and we have the Ignite program. And for anyone that has a story inside of them, has a desire, and I see a couple of people who've already signed up, if you want to jump into the next version of this, the next book collaboration, we start in June. And it runs up until, I think the publication date is around October. So if you want to become a best-selling author or have your story as part of an incredible book like this, reach out to me, or you can simply go to aislingmooney.com/SM book. If somebody would put that in the chat, that would really be a favor for me. aislingmooney.com/SM book. You can get all of the information there, and if you need any more information, come back and chat with me. Just send me a PM. There's only 22 places, by the way, and some of them have already been taken. Archangel Raziel, you hold wisdom and gifts of many lifetimes. Yesterday, the sessions built onto each other, but by the end of it, we were all literally overwhelmed with the amount of love and energy that just was pouring through this. And it was astonishing to me that in these tiny mini 5-minute segments, even though they seem short, there was so much included in them. It shifted so much. Every single one shifted something inside of me, gave me some deep healing, some things to think about. And it was an incredibly moving session. So I would definitely recommend go back and watch the replay. But this is not our first rodeo. This is not the first time we've been around. Raziel is the archangel of past lives, and helps us to connect with our past lives. I reckon we were all dancing around the fire with our cauldron, maybe 100 years ago, maybe many lifetimes ago, but this is not the first time that we've been together, as a group of women, using their magic, using their power to change the world, to manifest, and the good news about this is that, there's been centuries of where it wasn't so easy for women to share their healing gifts. But the good news, if you're living in the Western world, which is chances are you're watching this video and you're connecting with me and my audience, this is a really amazing time for light workers, and in particular women. There's a wave of women. That's what we saw yesterday on our session. There's a wave of women rising, aligning, working together, collaborating. And it's just magnificent to be part of this. And I think this card is just confirming that, this is a collaboration. So whether you are here watching, or you're here presenting, or you're doing beautiful community support in the background, there's a couple of our authors doing that. We all have something to add to the energy and vibration of this session. Just by you being here, you're adding your energy and your healing gifts to this session. So it's going to be really, really powerful. So I'm going to stop talking in a minute. 5-minute sessions. I'm going to just take you through quickly what we're going to do. 5-minute sessions. And then at the end of those sessions, there'll be chance for Q&A. You can talk to some of the authors, tell them how amazing their chapter was, or ask them questions about something that they wrote, or something that they presented, or whatever you want in that session. And so there's space at the end for us to open up a little bit of the room to have a conversation if you want to. First up, we have 6 people. First up, we have Jenny Wilson, and Jenny's going to take us through. Jenny's written 3 books, and this collaboration she was part of, so that's 4 books. And she's going to take us through an exercise, anchoring. Create an anchor word to ground and strengthen you. And there's an energy exercise within that as well. So I'm really excited to see what that is. Stephanie Barrows, the queen of wiselder, queendom energy. What did you say? Queenagers, of all the Queenagers out there, is going to take us through a dream space meditation. So I'm looking forward to that. Amanda McKenzie is going to pop on and talk to us about the beautiful energy of crystals, crystal healing, how to choose, cleanse, and charge, turbo boost your crystals. So really exciting. I love crystals. Sharon Keenan is here with pie chart magic. Change your vision to change your life. All of these authors are coming in with one specific thing, because we've only got 5 minutes, but they have a huge toolbox of spiritual gifts and experience and therapies that they're bringing with them. So Florence O'Donnell is release, realign, and receive. It's a movement exercise with a beautiful long scarf, and will unleash our divine feminine and help us just to reconnect with ourselves and our bodies. So I can't wait for that. And Liz Corbett is going to take us through a channeled messages from your angels and your guardian angels. Now, Liz is someone that I go to for a private reading a couple of times a year, and she literally just channels at me. I'm just like, just Liz, just channel at me. So today she was going to do a guardian angel meditation, and I texted her like 5 minutes before we were live, and I said, would you just channel something at the end for this group, for this session? And she said, yes, of course. And then she picked an angel card, and it said, you are a channel for divine wisdom, or something like that, or divine. She was like, she sent me the card. She was like, you couldn't fucking make this up. So Liz is going to mingle and, go with the flow, angel wing it completely at the end. And we're going to get some sort of a channeled message that will hopefully, I think that will just bring together all of the sessions. So that is it. Are we excited? Everybody excited? So I want to take a picture. So anyone that doesn't want to be on camera, just turn your camera off. But otherwise, I'm going to just take a quick screenshot. You can smile, smile. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, here we go again. Sorry. Somebody there. Okay, no, we're gone. Okay. So let me see who is going first. So Jenny, are you here, Jenny? Jenny Wilson. Jenny Wilson, the floor is yours, my darling.
Thank you, Aisling. Hello, I'm Jenny Wilson, and I'm super excited to be here. Delighted. In my chapter, I talked about the darkest time in my life when I felt as though I was lost at sea. Every ship needs an anchor. And as we are all the captains of our ships, I'm going to show you two things today to ground and anchor you. The first is an energy technique called the hookup that was created by Donna Eden and is described in her book, Energy Medicine. And this technique quickly grounds and strengthens your aura. And then the second thing I'm going to show you is how to find your own anchor word to center and ground you, especially when the waters are choppy. You don't need any special equipment to do this. You already have everything you need right here and now. You have in your hands the entire wisdom of the universe. So we're going to start with the hookup. And to do this, take a deep breath in. Breathe deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth. And place the middle finger of one hand right in your belly button or your navel, and place your other middle finger on your third eye between your eyebrows and above the bridge of your nose. You're going to press each finger in and pull it upwards. And we're going to hold it. This hooks up your central meridian that runs up the entire center of your body and your governing meridian that goes up your spine. And this move connects the two flows of the back of your throat. And it creates a spiral of energy that surrounds you. So you're all hooked up. Now, take your hands and place them in front of your heart with one palm resting on top of the other. Feel your heart pulsing with life, reminding you that you are filled with universal love. You are universal love. And you are connected to all things, ever were, are, and will be. You are safe and supported. Your life is in your own hands. You think of the magic contained within Phoenix Rising. Every author poured their heart and soul into their words, their chapter. Have you ever heard the expression, "It was written from the heart"? Our hands are an extension of our hearts, literally and symbolically. So ask yourself, what word right now will serve you as your anchor word, a great hook to ground you through any storm, big or small, you might be going through right now. And just listen. Maybe it comes to you as a whisper. You might see the letters of the word form in your mind's eye. Maybe it's an image. You might just know. Allow the word to find you and feel its vibrations through your body. When you've tuned into your anchor word, gently touch the thumb and index finger of each hand together in a mudra. And place your hands gently on your lap with the palms facing upwards. And breathe this anchor word from your heart into every part of your being. When you're ready, you can gently wiggle your fingers, move your toes, open your eyes if they're closed. And as you return to the present moment, you can carry your word with you effortlessly and tune into its magic anytime by placing your thumb and index finger together and breathing the word in to yourself, your soul. Thank you.
Jenny, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. Please put your words, if you want to play, into the chat. What words came up for you, or how was that exercise for you? My word was soft, and I was fighting because I wanted it to be fun. And it was like soft. And I realized that was soft furnishings, softness in my own heart, soft when I'm worried about something. If I bring softness, it does also. Love it. Love that very simple, beautiful exercise, Jenny. Thank you so much. I love the hand gestures and the mudras and everything as well. I loved it. So pour some love into the chat for Jenny there. And Jenny, if you want to tell everybody where they can find you, if they want to learn more about your work, if they want to buy your books, just give us one link or a freebie or something if you have some, wherever you want to send people.
Thank you. Yes, I have a YouTube channel with details of all my meditations, online meditations, readings, lots and lots of different things. My channel is at Jenny Wilson Soul Language on YouTube.
Okay.
And you can find me there. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thanks, Jenny. And you can put whatever else you want into the chat as well, if there's other links or things that you want to share with people. Okay. Thank you so much, Jenny. Thanks for that. I really appreciate it. So next up, we have Stephanie Barrows, the Queen of Queenagers, Dream Space Meditation. The floor is yours, my darling.
Thank you very much. I'm just pressing unmute. It's unlike me to be quiet. Thank you so much to Jenny, and thank you, Ashley, for this wonderful opportunity, not only to bring us all together as authors of the book, but this opportunity to share these short exercises. I can't tell you how many goosebumps and emotions came up during Jenny's session, because as she put her heart on her tummy button and her hand on her third eye, that's exactly what was going to happen in my presentation as well, my meditation as well. So the word that came up for me was obviously top of my mind, because it's something that is very important to me, and is the word that we're going to focus on in this meditation, was prosperity. And prosperity isn't just about financial wealth. It's when everybody has the opportunity to thrive in an inclusive society. The wiselder project, which you can find out more about on my website, which I'll come to at the end, is an umbrella project which covers writing, coaching, performance, and it's all about supporting these queen age women, those women who are 40 plus and probably 50 plus, to be the catalysts for change in our society, to create the physical and spiritual realities that we wish to inhabit and that we wish to leave as our legacy for future queens. So what we're going to do today then is a very quick meditation with wiselder. So if you'd like to just take a deep breath, get settled in your chair, deep breath in, out through the mouth. Close your eyes and just settle back. And thinking about that word prosperity. Find yourself at the opening to the woods. And as you step into the woods, you become aware of wiselder. And wiselder is a wise elder woman. She is the fairy queen of the elder tree. And the elder tree is very important for, or in fact, wiselder, wise elder queen, fairy queen, is the protector of all that she surveys. So if you have an elder tree in your garden, it's very important that you never take her wood without her permission. And I'll come on to the elder wood very shortly. So we come into the wood and we see this beautiful elder tree in front of us, and wiselder waiting to welcome us. She beckons you to come to the tree, and you see a silver chair full of brightly coloured cushions, all the colours of the universe, all the chakra colours. You sit in the chair and you are aware of angel wings surrounding you and keeping you safe. And wiselder, just with a pure thought in her mind, helps the chair to rise up through the tree. And as you rise up through the tree, put one hand on your heart and one hand on your third eye, that bit that's just between your eyebrows, and visualize a silver key. And the silver key embeds itself into your heart and into your third eye, the third eye where you dream, where you think, where you connect to the spirit world and to your higher self. And as you rise up through the tree, you are aware of a door. Only you have access to that door, you and anybody that you invite in with you, your spirit guides, your angels, your loved ones in spirit, where you have embedded this silver key in your heart and your third eye. This is where you have the power, the key to open your dream space. It's there forever now. So whenever you want to access that space, just one hand on your heart, one hand on your third eye, and it will instantly connect you to your higher self. Your life purpose, your reason for being, your passions. Stepping through the door, you are in the most incredible space. This is where you are able to be a creative catalyst for change. It's where you can do your work to be that change you want in your world. If you wish to take your hand off your heart and your third eye, you can. Just take in this wonderful space. We don't have very long here, but I wanted to share with you two cards that came up today just before the session. I asked for a wisdom card from Diana Cooper, and the card that came up was win-win. And this really is about making sure that everybody in the situation wins. So you don't trample on people's sensitivities and whatever it is to clamber over them to get what you want. But include yourself within that win-win. We talked about the witch wound in previous sessions. We talk about the invisibility of women over 40. Include yourself in the win-win. And today, think of the one thing, the most treasured thing that you could leave as your legacy. which incorporates your own needs. Remember, on a plane, when they say, put your own oxygen mask on first, make sure that your needs are met as you become that catalyst for change in the world. Think today whilst you're in this space, and you can come back here at any time by putting your finger on your third eye and your heart. That links your mind, body, and soul to enable you to work on your life purpose and your passion. Just be aware of spirit and angels and guides around you today. There are brooms to sweep away challenges, and there are wands here to create solutions and opportunities to create prosperity for all. The elder wand. Every woman should have her elder wand. And as you look around, you see on a table your own special elder wand. You can come back at any time and embellish it with anything in the room. Everything in the universal abundance is available to you here. So when you want to create a solution, mentally take hold of that elder wand. You have so much experience and wisdom built into this wand. I'm not aware of the time, but I'm being told it's time to bring you back now. So just come back out through the door. It will automatically lock with your silver key. Get into that silver chair. If at any time you need to come back very quickly, there's a silver slide down the middle of the tree as well. So you can take the fast route if you like. To get into the silver chair, come back down, thank Wiselder, and take that wand with you into the world. And remember that there are the brooms there that can sweep everything away as well. So we were talking about the one word or the one thing that you could do to be a creative catalyst for change. I will put a link in the chat. You can find out how to sign up to the Queenage Quest newsletter, which gives free tools and techniques and tips for creating the change that you want to make. So thank you very much, Aisling. And I'll pop stephaniebarrows.com and the link into the chat. Thank you very much for being with us today.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much. I have a pen in case of my wand, my elder wand. Love it. Love it. I actually have a stick inside, a big stick that I found in Brazil. So I'm gonna think about it today. That might be my wand, or maybe I'll go for a wander and see if I can find a stick or a twig or something to be my wand. Love it. Thank you so much. Amazing. Please give some love to Stephanie in the chat and share anything that came up for you, anything that you want to share through. That was absolutely wonderful. But it's stephaniebarrows.com if you want to learn more about this incredible woman's queen and this incredible queen's gifts and talents. And she does more than just even the stuff that you shared with us today. Is just, she's a medium, a channel, an actress, a director, a writer, playwright. Amazing. So thank you so much, Stephanie, for that. Wonderful. Okay, we have the beautiful Amanda McKenzie up next. Crystal healing, how to choose, cleanse, and turbo effing charge your crystals for whatever you want in your life. So you take the floor.
Thank you, Aisling. I raised you your pen wand with my selenite one. So here we start. I just want to say thank you so much to Jenny and Stephanie. I've replayed yesterday's and saw the synchronicities running there, and really see it again today. One thing I was going to say about crystals, which I was going to start with, is about how I use them to raise my vibration. But actually what Jenny has shown me as well is that we also use them for grounding and protection, which is incredibly important as well. So thank you for that reminder. So yes, crystals can be used for a huge amount of things, and we obviously have a very small amount of time. So I just want to focus on what I use them for with clients, which is often to protect their energy or to raise their vibration or bring more joy into their life. And I think we saw with Marcia kissing her crystals yesterday how much joy they can actually bring. Now, anyone who knows me will know that the ones on my wrists don't stay here very long. I'm always giving them away in restaurants or bars, or go into a misty haze when I'm talking to somebody and say, oh, you need amethyst, or you need you need selenite or whatever it is. But there are a few that I keep at home, which thankfully can't be given away. So I'm just going to quickly show you quickly. So you've seen the selenite wand, and this is like a radiator of calm. You know, touch this and it's like, okay, you've brought me back down. I've got my carnelian crystal ball, which I use for scrying, which I absolutely love. And particularly during lockdown, I use my adventuring dragon for journeys, going places other than here. So that was a beautiful experience. Choosing crystals. Now, there are millions of different ways to choose, cleanse, and charge crystals, but what I do is I hold them in my hands, simply like this beautiful amethyst heart here. Hold them. How do they make you feel? If it's nothing, it's nothing, but one piece might make you feel one way and another piece might find you another. So just if you're going into a crystal shop, please protect your energy before you go in, because you can imagine what's left behind in these places. But just hold it and just see, how does it make you feel? And is it what you need at that moment? I mean, after all, these are nature. These are nature. So what do you need? This is how I choose them. But then what you've got to remember is you don't just pop it on your wrist. So many people have touched that. So many people have looked at that. It's been through quite a lot of trauma to actually get to us in the first place, from the, you know, deep down in the earth. So take it home, cleanse it. Now, intention in any spiritual work is one of your most important aspects. But there are many different ways to cleanse it. You can just set the intention to cleanse it, or you can put it underwater, unless it's something like selenite, which does not do well underwater. Or you can put it through lavender, or some people put it through salt or incense. There are many different ways to cleanse a crystal, but I do recommend that you do cleanse your crystals before you work with them. Some people are very precious about their crystals, and if you touch their crystals, they get very upset. I don't mind people touching my crystals at all when I'm out and about. And the reason for that is it's a very good reminder when I get home that I need to cleanse my own energy and recharge my own energy. And that's one of the things that we light workers do in the world. We go out and people do touch us and we touch them. And it's about calling back our own energy and then passing back what's not ours later. Now, charging crystals and cleansing them is what we're talking about here. So cleansing them. Another thing you can use is what my brother-in-law thought at my birthday was a bread roll. It was actually a beautiful crystal geode that I was given as a present. You can also charge your crystals within a crystal cave like this, or you can leave them under the moon, or you can charge them in the sun. I put my crystals out at new moon, full moon. My children do the same, and then we set them with intentions. Now I'm going to show you the crystals that I use personally for Reiki. Now, Reiki and I have a bit of a strong relationship, which is why the tips of these pendulums have blown off. I seem to need a greater surface area when I'm working with my Reiki clients. So I've got this gorgeous rose quartz one, which is what I use to give back to somebody when I remove. And I use the blue goldstone to remove from somebody. So this is what how I set intentions. You know, all of my crystals have an intention set with them. When I do healing on myself, I use this rose quartz skull. And as I've already shown to you, I use the selenite wand a lot. So choose your crystals, cleanse them, charge them, set an intention, and love them and enjoy them. Some people get very upset when crystals just disappear, but they do tend to have a mind of their own. And when they are no longer needed, or whether they're needed by somebody else, they tend to disappear from you. So that, in a very tiny, tiny pistachio nutshell, is what I have to say about crystals today. And if you want to work with me, I help people empower themselves through their own healing, through their own work. So things like crystals can be very important with that. You can find me at amandamckenzie.org. Thank you very, very much, ladies. Namaste.
Thank you, Amanda. That was amazing. Thank you so much. I love crystals. I mean, I'm surrounded with crystals here. And I brought, this isn't a crystal, but I just want to show you. I bought this when I was 50. It's a glass, but I bought it with the crystal ball idea because it has 5 sort of inclusions in it. So I said, all right, I'm going to have this, but this is the 5 decades of wisdom that I'm bringing with me. So, but I just loved crystals, and I wish I could take a photograph here of the little altar that I have. and just the power of them. So thank you so much. Thanks for all the reminders. Anybody, just give some love in the chat there to Amanda. Anything that came up for you, anything that is shifted, and what your favorite crystal is, maybe, and whatever you want to put in there. Thank you so much, Amanda. Thank you. And it's amandamckenzie.org. Brilliant. Okay, so let me see. Next up, we have Sharon Keenan, Pie Chart Magic, Change Your Vision to Change Your Life. Now, I just want to say that Sharon is flower essence master, Jinjitsu therapist, which was the first time I ever heard of this when I met Sharon, and trauma healing therapist. Like, she's just such a all of these teachers and healers here have just such a huge bag of healing toolbox that they bring with them to these sessions. So I just want to say that, because pie chart magic sort of shows you off. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? But so off you go, Sharon. The floor is yours, my darling.
Oh, magic. Thank you, Aisling. And also just saying that synchronicities are just flowing like wildfire through today. Like, you know, Jenny, you were talking about the whole universe is on our hands. We're going to do a little bit of bonus Jin, just a little bit. And the silver keys as well. With Stephanie, that was amazing, because we're unlocking keys. And Amanda raising vibration. It's just really amazing. And you said pistachios. I've just flown back from Sicily. I wasn't even meant to be here. So like, I'm angel winging it completely. And I've just been living on pistachios for a week. Anyway, pie chart magic. So when you read my chapter in the book, you'll hear about a time of my life that was very dark, very difficult. It was almost impossible to go. It was actually impossible to go forward. And what happened, I won't go into the details. I'll let you read that for yourself. But I woke up one morning and I just had this, it was my higher self was telling me, Sharon, you cannot keep looking at this problem. You are not going to make it. You're either going to have a heart attack or a stroke. Your system can't cope. And I was shown a pie chart. Now, I don't work with pie charts. Haven't seen a pie chart since school. I don't do I work in the healing arts. We don't need pie charts normally. But there it was, as clear as day. In my mind's eye was a big pie chart. Now, less than 5% of this pie chart was the situation in my life, which was very traumatic and very overwhelming. And I was waking up every morning like a nervous wreck. And, you know, we've all had that feeling, haven't we? We've had something going on in our lives. We feel very anxious. And that liminal time of day, you can't control it. It's just there. So 5% was this horrific situation in my life. The other 95% was everything else. Everything else. Now, what I invite you to do is just take one aspect of your life at the moment that's you'll find it quite hard to cope with. It's quite challenging. Maybe there's a relationship issue. Maybe there's a money issue. Maybe there's a health issue. Just look at that. And what I want you to do is just create a pie chart in your mind and put that situation in that pie chart. Just pop it in that pie chart. Put it in that 5%. Just put it there. Okay, it's there. It exists. This is part of your life. This is happening. Okay. And now what I want you to do is look at the other 95%. In that 95%, I want you to put everything else in your life. All the nature, support, friends that you trust that you can talk to, your home, a beautiful scarf, a sunset, pistachios, kittens, sunsets, sunrises, paprika crisps, grapes, your lover, your new nail polish on your toes. Put that in your 95% and go there. Just allow yourself to go there and just relax into that 95%, because it's when we're in the 95%, our energy softens, we can relax our mind. Oh, we can breathe again. We can breathe again. And by taking ourselves there, we've then got the resilience to move into the rest of our lives. Wonderful, wonderful, lovely. So you can do that anytime. And I'm going to give you a bonus tip that you can crank that up by working with Jinjitsu, which roughly is, I always say it's harder to say than to do. It's really hard to do. It's very easy to do, but it's very hard to say. And basically, it's like the universe is in our hands. Everything's there. And these are the keys to unlock safety energy locks in our bodies. And I invite you just to put one hand, your left hand on the back of the top of your neck, where the skull joins on the occiput there, and the right hand on the back there. And imagine that, you know when you just get that really lovely relaxed day and you're just lying in the sun and you're just, oh, so nice, so nice. What we're doing, we're opening up a safety energy lock in the body. They've all got numbers. Numbers are magical beings. This is safety energy lock number 4, and its name is the window. And this lets in light and breath into our consciousness and helps us to manifest what we want. And relax that hold if you want, because it can be a bit tiring. But anytime you want to amplify your intentions and you want to see a better vision for your life, you can do that. So that's the pie chart method. I mean, pie chart magic. I've shared that with loads of clients over the years, and it wanted to come into our book. It was because it was such a game changer for me. And you can also do that in your day. Say you're having a really rough day. You get overwhelmed, and you go, oh my god, right, that's 5 minutes. Oh my god, I can't do it. Just create a quick pie chart in your mind and just put that problem in that 5%. It will still be there, but then you've given yourself magic and power and freedom to create something a bit more, nice. And then you've got the resource to go and deal with that later on. So that's it. Pie chart magic. Change your vision to change your life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sharon. This is unusual, but there's a sort of a message coming in and asking, have you got a hold that you can share to support someone to release trauma?
Absolutely. This is my work. Yeah, there's a really good one. There's several. I'll go with the one which is
So before you jump in, let's define trauma.
Okay.
This is unusual that this is coming through, so it's obviously important for someone watching this.
Well, trauma isn't an event. Trauma is what happens to our bodies as the result of an event. Okay, so what might be traumatizing for me may not be traumatizing for you because your system's wired differently. Maybe if you've had a lot of little traumas that have never been resolved, or even big traumas that have never been resolved, they just build up. It's like a big filing in tray that's overwhelmed, and you can't ever get to the bottom of it. So trauma is not an event, it's how our bodies respond to events. Those of us who are very sensitive, very empathic, we tend to have a lower tolerance for traumatic events. Things that would not faze family members will leave us absolutely howling and quivering in a corner. So it's more about how our reaction is, how we react to things. And the other way to describe it, it's a very overwhelming event that you have not been able to process. Okay, so that's it. And on any level, physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. So that's a great question. So interestingly, there's a lot I could go on about, but the one that I use mostly, and I've shared with clients a lot, is part of an energy flow called the spleen flow. And the spleen flow in Chinese medicine is where shock lives. It's like, boom, we get a shock. We can release that with our hands, with our breath, and with our awareness. So what I invite you to do, you just place one hand on the opposite chest area, the heart, like that. And the hand that's free, just bring it to the rib cage on the other side. Oh, and just hold there. Drop your shoulders and breathe out. And just that, it's a gentle hold. It's like you're giving yourself a hug, And this helps us to release the shock from the heart and also from the spleen itself. And so we can then just allow the body to process in a very somatic way, because trauma's held in our energy field. Science is only just catching up with it. For years and years, we've probably all had lots of counselling for trauma, which has been helpful, but it isn't in the mind. Some of it is, but it's actually mostly in the energy field. So that's why flower essence is so good, and Jinshin. Flower essences work on the direct field where the trauma's held, and science are just catching up with that. So thank you, Aisling, for that. And also Aisling's helping me write my next book, The Essence of Trauma, which goes into a lot more detail. And I've got loads of others, but if you go to my YouTube channel, I've got YouTube channel, you'll find there's a really good one in there. There's a little video on there as well, self-help for shock and trauma. I think it's got this in it. It might have a couple of other things, I don't remember.
Thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you, my darling. What's your website or where would you
yeah.
want to send people?
Okay, so I'll send you to my YouTube channel. It's Sharon Keenan 1882. Don't quite know why, but I'll put the link in. But if you type in Sharon Keenan Jin Shin Jitsu flower essences, I'll come up. And I've also got a new ebook which is From Trauma to Trust, and that works with Jin Shin Jitsu and flower essences. So I'll pop that in there as well. But SharonKeenan.com as well.
SharonKeenan.com. Brilliant. Thank you so much, my darling.
Pleasure.
Pour
Thanks for
some
having me.
love into the chat for Sharon. Anything that came up for you. I just love her work. And you know that you can't teach trauma unless you've gone through a shitload of it in your life, you know. So it's just, yeah, it's your story in the book, along with all of the other stories, it's just amazing, and such a gift. It was such a gift for me personally to read your story. So thank you so much. Who have we got next? So next we have a little bit of moving the body. It's interesting that we went from somatic healing and now we're going to work with the beautiful Florence. And Florence, the stage is yours, my darling. So 5 minutes to show us.
With everything I want to say. So before we move, actually, I would love you to close your eyes, and I'm going to say 2 sentences, and you're going to see which one you resonate the most. And the first one is, I have a body. And the second one is, I am a body. And the way I feel it is, I have a body. You can open your eyes, takes you out of the creation. It makes the body an object. And when we have an object, we negotiate with it. And we actually put some expectation on it. So if I want to feel good with my body, I have to look a certain way. I have to move a certain way. I have to feel powerful, successful. There is a separation. When you are in your body, I am the body. I'm in a divine feminine. I'm in a womb of creation. There is no separation. I am what I am. And I am the body. Because we came in this lifetime for incarnation. And the way, if I take the Mary Magdalene, I'm just back again from the cave, from the grotto there, the anthropos, the Greek word of perfect human being, is about being 100% divine, 100% human, and to find a balance in all that. So there is no, once we accept that, Sharon mentioned about breathing and easing, it's exactly that. When you come to say, oh, I am my body, regardless of how it looks, how it moves, your body moves, by the way, because life is movement. We sleep and the body moves. We talk and the body moves all the time. The way energy moves all the time. So we've been sitting for a while, and what happened with the body is at one point, we give it a bit of bad postural habits that has us closing down very often. And just to be able to be on a chair and to move and to meet buoyancy is beautiful. So let's start with the fingers and the hands. Very simple work. 1, 2. So you see, really lengthen the fingers. 3, 4, 5, and open nice and wide and allow the fascia really to expand everywhere. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn the wrist and start again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn the wrist again, and the arms comes up a bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And keep at it. And reach towards the heaven. And you are still connecting both forces, the mother energy and the divine energy from above travels through you because we are one. Bring it back down. Keep going with the movement. I know you don't see my fingers, but I'm still doing the same movement. And that's so good for later on in life, carrying your, bringing your kettle, your frying pan, getting the strength, not allowing the whole of the arthritis grabbing your fingers. It's so good. Another one for that. Flick, 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 flick. So I'm going to start with the soft part of your forearm lifting up to the ground, to the ceiling, and flick, and flick, and keep breathing. Everything else is relaxed. You can even put a smile on your face. You can pull the tongue. It's actually very good to pull the tongue out. And then just flick, 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 flick. And I swear at one point, you're going to feel a lot of heat coming up. And if you get tired, just change a bit. Keep the flicking. Just have the fingers facing each other. And feel how the pathway of force going through the arms, we are actually strengthening and awakening the whole of the arms and the tissue. Come down, facing the palm, and you might getting tired. You can take a break. And then the back of the hands. And then release and let it go and feel. This is life. This is life running through your hands, through your arms. And we've been building up here the whole of your arms. So another one for the strengthening of the upper body. A chair is super creative. We're limited here in time. You can do whatever you like with a chair. It's fantastic. Grab your book. You grab it at the binding. Again, once more, let me move just a little bit so you see me a bit better. And you place it in front of you. Your forearm is vertical, parallel to the floor. And you push into the book. And you create that little shake in you. And breathe and have a beautiful, gentle, upright posture and squeeze and build. We need bone density. We need strength as women. We need dignity as we grow older. So let's not forget about all that. Movement is not only, I don't need to know how to do the split to fry my 2 eggs, but I need my body strength, and then release and let go and feel the warmth again. And because we spend a lot of time on chairs and on screens, we're going to be able to take our beautiful scarf. And I saw the pictures of Ashlyn on Facebook with all the scarves of all the different colors. And you just place it in front of you, arm level. And you're going to follow with your eyes. Your eyes are going to lead the movement. So your eyes are going to go ahead. Why? Because it's going to be very calming for the nervous system. And you're working the muscles of the eyes. And you come up with your eyes. When your eyes reach the ceiling, bring up your arm. Beautiful. Stay there for a little while. Slide your hands onto your scarf, make it wider, and then bend the elbow, bring the scarf behind your head. Go bring back your eyesight at your eye level, and then very gently bring the eyes down towards the knee, and then round up your spine. Imagine your belly button going to kiss your spine, the front of your spine. Allow yourself to round up. The arms are going to go down, and that's okay. We're into spinal flexion. That's so good for the spinal health. Inhale, and bring everything back up. Up, up, up. Arms comes up, eyes comes back up, all the way to the ceiling. Exhale, release, just hold the pose. We're going to think about our pelvic floor because we can feel it really well on the chair. Squeeze your pelvic floor. Anchor the glutes of your left cheek, so your left glute onto the chair, and side bend to the right. And inhale back up. And repeat that twice more. And come back. Following your breath work. So you take a whole breath to go down. So that would be the exhale, and you take the inhale to come back. Let's do that on the opposite side. Anchor your right buttock. And when you're there, just going down on the exhale, coming back up on your inhale. Keep reaching the hands towards the sky. You're creating what we call a kinesphere, which is the whole energy space that you take in this world. So be proud to take that space for yourself. Beautiful. And then gently bring the scarf in front of you and release. Feeling the shoulders, coming to rest your hands around your heart center, feeling the lungs. And stay here with your heartbeat and listen. And notice how the body has accommodated us the whole time. It came with us. It adapted to our needs, to what we wanted to do. And the body, in my experience anyway, the body always meets us when we are ready to meet it. And I'm going to leave it here because I don't know if I have more time or not, because I always work with my eyes closed. So.
Thank you so much, Florence. That was
Welcome.
amazing. Beautiful. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And as someone that sits a lot at the computer working.
Oh, can I show a last one about sitting, actually?
We have to be
Just
really quick.
very quick. And you can watch it on
1
replay.
minute.
Yeah, look. So you sit on a chair, my behind me, behind me. And then you come in a nice upright. And to come off it, my head tilts forward, and I come out the same way. And that's to avoid the C shape and the collapsing into the lungs. So you can watch it again if you're interested in it. It's really good to hold a good posture.
Thank you so much, Florence. That was absolutely amazing. And,
Thank you.
Florence, I'm astounded because Florence what she shared with us is so simple. Anybody can practice it to reconnect with their bodies, but she's a champion dancer. So she doesn't come across as this, she's a master and an expert at this, but she's managed to condense this work so that literally anybody can do this, because I feel really, really just grounded in my body now, really fully in my body. I'm realizing with this feeling now that I was a little bit scattered when I come on. So really, really beautiful work. So where can people find you, Florence?
I'm going to post my website, and on my website, you have all the links to find me on YouTube and so forth. And you'll have the freebie, which are still available, and free call if anyone wants to call me.
Well, just give us the name of your website, just so people have it here.
Gracefully You. Gracefully You.
Gracefully You.
Yeah.
.com or dot?
It's part of my system EO, so that's why I'm going to put the link. It will be easier for me to have it that way. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Brilliant. And it'll be in the Facebook group as well, anyway, for people.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, my darling. Thank you. That was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
So pour some love into the chat for Florence. Let her know how this, I just feel really, really grounded. I'm really amazed at how grounded I feel. And I've done yoga this morning, and I did some running up and down the stairs, and I've done some cardio, I've done some meditation and some breathing, but this fucking thing is 5 minutes has done more than all of that running around. So I'm amazed. I really love that. So we have next, we have the impromptu, because I just said, do this, Liz. Amazing channel, amazing angel guide. We are going to hand over to Liz Corbett, the Queen of Angels, to take us through a channeled message. So let's just angel wing this, Liz, and see what wants to come through. It might be a card, it might be, I don't know. Let's just angel wing it, love, and see what the spirit of this session wants us to be. So I'm just checking that you're there. Oh, you're there, brilliant. So just unmute yourself, my darling. Unmute, we can't hear you yet.
Sorry. So hi to everyone.
The stage is yours.
Yeah, everyone looks so well, you're beautiful. And I feel amazing after this session. So thank you very much. So when we work with the angels and guides, and sorry, I always work with my eyes closed. So please excuse my closed eyes. So when I work with the angels and guides, the first thing I learned about having our angels and guides around us is it is paramount that we ask, because the angels are very, very mindful of our free will, and our free will means choice. So we have the choice to ask them to work with us or to go it alone. And my message that I shout from the rooftops is, you're never alone. Your guardian angel birthed into the womb with you. You haven't been alone since even in the ethers, you're not alone. You have a guardian angel with you. Your guardian angel is your own personal guardian angel. It's your PA for life. It's your business partner. It's your friend. It's your confidant. And it understands you like nobody else does. So we just say a prayer now of permission for our angels to work with us. And this is the prayer that I always say when I get into the car, when I'm driving anywhere, to keep us safe. O angel of God, our guardian dear, to whom God's love commits me here, ever this day be at my side, to light and guard, to rule and to guide us. Amen. Please show me the way to live my best life and to guide me always. So when you feel alone, please remember that you're never alone. You have the most amazing guardian angel who loves you so much. And you can feel in empowerment when you have your guardian angel with you. What I do find is when I started working with archangels, I did tend to forget my guardian angel until I was very much reminded one day of my own personal guardian angels and the messages that they can send us. So just everyone putting their hand on their heart. And I want you to feel your guardian angel, but I want you to feel where the presence is. And I want you to connect with the way you would communicate with the angelic realm, because it's a sixth sense communication. We are physical and we are non-physical. We are connecting to the non-physical, that what we cannot see, but that we can sense, we can feel. So I want you to feel your guardian angel around you. And when you know you have your guardian angel with you, this day becomes the first day of the rest of your life. This day becomes the first day of the rest of your life. Feel the power of your guardian angel, that angel who you have their undivided attention 24/7. If you woke up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, you're not going to be able to pick up the phone and ring a friend because you wouldn't want to disturb that friend. Your guardian angel is right beside you. Now you can either feel a message or feel the sensation, which is clairsentient. You can just get this beautiful knowing that your guardian angel is with you. You might be claircognizant, claircognizance they call it. You might get a vision of angel wings around you. Or you might hear a word or a message. So just feel, just see how you sense your guardian angel. Do you sense a very soft energy? Do you sense a very powerful energy? What color do you sense? What color comes to your subconscious mind? Because your guardian angel is right beside you. So you don't even have to think. Your guardian angel will download this information to you. It is so easy. But we forget, when we're born, we travel through the veil of amnesia, and we forget that we have angels and guides and spirit guides and ascended masters and the power of crystals and essences. We forget. But we're here today to be reminded you are never alone. Your guardian angel is right beside you. Feel your guardian angel. Feel their presence. You might feel a cold breeze. You might get like a hot flush. You might feel a breeze beside you on your left or on your right. Your guardian angel loves you so unconditionally. You don't have to do anything to get approval for it. It's there, it's on your lap, it's in your energy field. Your celestial body is just a couple of essences out from your physical, your emotional, your energy, and then we go into our celestial bodies. So that in your energy space all of the time, it's given to you. It's a gift from God, the creator source, when you come to Mother Earth. You don't come alone. You're not expected to do anything alone. You're not expected to go through challenges alone. You're not expected to have joys and wonderful times alone. You share with your guardian angel. Your guardian angel is your best friend, your confidant, your champion. Just feel your guardian angel now. Feel the energy up your spine. Feel hands on your shoulders now, or maybe you can feel them on the top of your head. Maybe you can just get a sense in front of you. And now let's ask our guardian angel for their name. And don't worry if the name is unfamiliar to you. You might never have heard this name before. Don't worry. Just hear the name. Maybe you mightn't even be able to pronounce it. That's okay. Just get a vision of the name. How are you connecting to your guardian angel? Ask and you shall receive. Ask your guardian angel right now to breathe life into you, to breathe energy into you, to raise your vibration. The minute we connect with our guardian angel, we raise our vibration by 2 or 3 frequencies. You might be feeling very low. You might be on an energy frequency of 3 or 4. You connect with your guardian angel. You put your hand on your heart. You say, please let me feel your presence. I need to feel your presence now. Suddenly you feel at peace. The shoulders drop. The spine sits up. You know you're not alone. Your guardian angel says to you, connect to your power. Be empowered. You're not expected to do anything on your own. So feel empowered with this information. You're not expected to manifest on your own. You're not expected to navigate life on your own. It's not expected of you. You have your gifted, beautiful guardian angels who love you more than anyone could ever love you. Human beings cannot love you unconditionally because we come from a space of conditioning and programming. But your guardian angels coming from the 7th dimension, touching you in a very special way, touching your energy, touching your life. They connect with you through beautiful signs, feathers, robins, rainbows, pennies, books, songs. You might sit into your car and all of a sudden Robbie Williams will come on the radio singing Angels. They're so clever. Like Aisling asked me this morning, just before we came on, could you channel a message? I said, yeah, of course. And I went to my angel deck, my gateway deck, and the gateway message was hearing messages from spirit.
Wrapping up, Liz. Wrapping up, Liz.
I am a clear channel. That's how they work. We talked today, you're talking about synchronicities. We talked today about vibration. What card do we get? Vibration. We talked today about crystals. What is beside me? Crystals. We talked today about being on the earth. What have I got here? I am grateful for the earth. There is no such thing as a coincidence when it comes to working with your angels. That a coincidence isn't, it doesn't happen. They are synchronicities. They are serendipities given to you by your angels. But the power is, everyone, the power is you are never alone. Never, ever, ever, no matter what you're going through. I've been through the lot. Divorce, separation. I lost my brother and sister, 6 weeks apart. How did we get through that? The angelic realm.
Thank you so much,
So thank
Liz.
you all so much. I work, my website is www.lizcorbett.ie. I channel angels and spirit guides for people. I have 3 different groups, 3 different subscription groups.
What's your website, Liz? Just give us one link.
www.lizcorbett.ie.
Brilliant. And
you'll find I'm a relationship coach as well. So
okay, and you can put everything else into the chat, Liz. Anything else you want to share, but it's lizcorbett.com. Brilliant. Thank you. .ie, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My darling. Thanks, Liz.
Thank
you so much, love.
And thank you.
Sorry, Liz, I muted you there. Go ahead.
I said just thank you to everyone, girls. Just so amazing. The book is amazing. You're all amazing. I love you all. We're heart connected through this book.
Thank you, darling. Okay, oh my God. So I could sit and listen to angels all day, every day. And that was absolutely incredible. And I loved lovely reminders that our angels are here. And I love, as an angel intuitive, that myself and Liz get similar messages, even that you're never alone. Love that, love everything about that. So this is it, my darlings. We're wrapping up this session. So we have about 5 minutes, 7 minutes to hear from you or from anyone that wants to share. And now when I say this, and I said this yesterday, this is not a logical thing, or it's not really a conscious thing. It's more that if you have this sort of feeling inside of you that you've something to share, that you've something to add, that your voice needs to be heard in this call. So it's literally just a sort of a little nudge that says you've something to say. It could be that you've something to say to one of the authors. It could be that you have something to say from the book that you've read. Or it could be that you've something just to say or express from this incredible session that we've just had. So I'm going to leave the space there for anyone that just wants to share briefly from your heart. And I would love to hear from anyone that wants to share. Gudrun, just unmute yourself there, my darling.
Yes, I just want to say thank you so much, Aisling, and all the wonderful divine women here. And it was such a strong confirmation for me today, seeding the seed of allowance into the soil this morning before the call. And now every single guidance and meditation I received today was just expanding on that, seeding the allowance to embody my whole potential and create from that point everything. And I feel so empowered and so grateful. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much, my darling. Thanks for sharing that, Gudrun. Really appreciate that. Anyone else would like to share? Jude, just unmute yourself there.
Thank you for creating this, the magic and just the interwovenness of the connections between everybody. When I read Sharon's chapter in particular, I realized that the New Forest is where I'm at the moment before I leave the country in June. And that was a very deep aha connection, and so many others as well in so many different ways. So it's a magical book. I will probably gift it to a friend before I depart, and then it will be less weight in the baggage, and then buy the online version when I arrive. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Jude. Thank you for that, my girl. I'm thrilled to hear that the book is traveling around the world, going to different destinations and being left as gifts everywhere. Stephanie's in Puglia at the moment, and she said, I'm going to leave one there. So love that. Thank you so much, Jude. Anyone else? Would you like to put your voice in? Kate, you're unmute yourself.
Yeah, I'd like to say thank you, because I managed to get here yesterday as well. I didn't come on screen, but I got here. So it was beautiful. I think there's so many gifts, you know, not just in the book, but in the ladies themselves, you know, and I recognize a lot of the stories as well. I was thinking if I had to put a story together, it'd probably be a whole book, you know, from what the experiences in life. So for all of you to have put in such a short version in a chapter, you know, I commend you, because that would be very difficult to pick the one story that, you know, touches your heart over your lifetime. So I'm really grateful that I'm reading. I'm still only halfway because I'm a slow reader. But yeah, it's a beautiful book, and you know, I want to say congratulations to everybody, and for yesterday and today as well. It's been really beautiful, you know, connecting in. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Kate. Thank you for that, my darling. And you know, the interesting thing is that some of the authors came into this thinking they were going to write about a particular story, and it changed literally within the first week. A different idea might have come through. We worked in the first week with just go have a look at your timeline and pick 3 ideas that are jumping out at you. But sometimes the chapter ended up being a combination of those 3 ideas, or something completely different, or just one of them. It really evolved naturally. It was an evolution, and I'm just in awe at the way it came together and the stories that did end up in the book. Because as you said, we've all lived a lifetime that we could all pick many experiences and stories from our lives, and you know, it could have been anyone. So it's really interesting to see what the stories are that ended up in this book. And I mean, even the name Phoenix Rising didn't come until 2 weeks before the cover was being made. Literally the title of the book came through when all of the stories were together, and it was like, okay, this is what this is about. And this image kept coming through for me. People were sending me images of Phoenix, and so it was like, you know, it just all evolved. So I love that. And a lot of the authors, 9 of the 22 authors, stepped into the Ignite program and are now writing their book. So sometimes if you've had a desire to write a book for a long time, which I mean, for me, it was from 8 years of age, I wanted to write, but it took me 40 more years to actually get a book into print. Sometimes this safety of being in a community and working with a coach and just all of that support can give you the support that you need to be adventurous, to have the courage to actually put your words and work through all of the BS that comes up. It's not good enough. I'm not a writer. My story, nobody wants to read this. Who am I to do this? I'll never be able to do it. And all of the BS that comes up along the way, that I really believe that everybody can write. And I teach lots of different silly, quick, fast techniques and hacks that we can really hack the brain to get past all of that. Because if you can write, if you're literate and you can write, or you can speak, speech to text, you can literally get your words onto a page and write your story. So I just loved everything that you said. Thank you so much, Kate. And it just, yeah, just loved it. Thank you so much, my darling. Anybody else would like to share? I feel like there's something else that just needs to go in. So anyone that's just feeling, and as I said, it's not a logical thing, it's more like Stephanie, yeah, just unmute yourself there.
I was just minded, Spirit just said to me, obviously, thank you for the whole process, but a reminder now that we have produced this amazing book, Phoenix Rising, and now is the time to go out and be that Phoenix Rising. Bring together all those experiences, learn from each other's experiences, and just go out there and be that catalyst for change, that Phoenix Rising, and make this the world that we want it to be in our divine femininity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. Thank you, darling. And Elizabeth, you want to say something, my darling? She was like, no. Just open your mouth and see what comes out, love.
I only, I don't. There was just a question that I was surprised to hear the name of my guardian angel, which came in very slowly, but it was like, yeah, you just hear it now. So it was Melchizedek, and I thought like, but I was actually saying you're way too big for me. It was like, and he just, or it just sort of put something in. It was like, shoosh. I was literally shushed. My ignorance was shushed, which I find very. Sometimes I think what comes in now, what I want to share is that I think I've done a lot of ignorance in my life, like trying to make myself very small. And in writing this, in this book, particular in the writing process, you with your just put in your crappy thing. What was the name?
Crappy first draft.
Crappy first draft, and then putting it out, and then hearing people like Liz say to me like, oh god damn, that is really beautiful. And somehow within the setting that you do, Aisling, with writing this book, there's no excuse for our petty little thoughts. It's like, come on, there's more, and it's time. And yeah, I want to thank you for that. That was really, it's funny because normally I do this for others, I think, and you were just like, I'm not letting you go and not do this for yourself, like. And I love that you do that in such a gentle and very clear and like, come on, go, do it. In a funny way, which really helps. You're a trickster, and I love you for it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, darling. Thank you, Elizabeth. What Elizabeth is talking there is I'm saying everybody has within them a crappy first draft, and that's all that's expected of you to get started. Is pure and utter crap. Just get it on the page. And once we have something on the page, then we can work, then we can play. And the first draft is not the draft that goes in this book. It's probably the 7th or 8th edition that goes in this book. And it evolves. But the hardest part is getting the SHIT on the page. Even Stephen King doesn't do a beautiful first edition, or J.K. Rowling or Maeve Binchy. I'm sure that their first editions are like blah, just get it onto a page. But it's from that start. Done is better than perfect, just getting started. I love that, Elizabeth. Thank you so much, darling. Okay, that is it. We are wrapping up an incredible session today. Maybe just pop one word in the chat to just let me know how you're feeling now. I'm feeling inspired and just in awe and honored, just fucking honored to be part of this experience and today as well. And for anyone that's interested in being an author and sharing your story and giving me the honor of being your coach in this next Phoenix Rising collaboration, you can go to ashlingmooney.com/SM book, and you can find all the details there, and you can PM me afterwards if you just want to talk about it and see if it's a fit for you. And we start the 10th of June. And that is it. Thank you so much for being here. Delighted, grateful, love, blessed, magic, all of the beautiful, hungry for life. Love it. Oh my God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, my darlings. I'm going to unmute everybody so that we can all say goodbye out the door. And then I will just gently leave. So
Oh,
bye bye,
Ashley,
everybody. Thank you so
Ashley,
much.
before we
Bye-bye.
go, didn't
Bye
somebody
bye.
ask for one of all our scarves up? Did you take a photo of that? Somebody asked that. I can't remember where it was in the chat.
Oh, yeah, okay. If anyone wants to hold your scarf up and I'll take a photo. Very good. Good idea. 1, 2, 3, smile. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, my darlings, just unmute yourselves and say goodbye as you wish. And I will just then end the
Bye.
call.
Bye.
Lots of love.
Thank you,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Lots of love.